Hello and welcome to Dougie's Draw Along. My name's Ricky and I love to draw all the characters from Hey Duggee. And I want to help you draw them too. So, who are we drawing today?
What do you envisage for Nigel and I's new pied-à-terre?
Well, the walls go here. I've made a wall. Windows here. Windows! Garden. Stairs. Water feature.
Ribbit.
And some finishing touches. It's ready!
Oh, Nigel, isn't it wonderful?
That's right, it's Mr. and Mr. Crabb, John and Nigel. Now whenever I draw a character from Hey Duggee, I like to break them down into shapes to make them easier to sketch. So what shapes make up Mr. and Mr. Crabb? The most obvious shape is their body. It's a semicircle. It's like an upside down slice of orange. So a flat bottom and then an arc over the top. And their eyes are just two big circles. Like that. Or one like that. Their legs are like little lolly sticks, but slightly curved. And then one the other side as well. And their claws, when they're closed, look like flower petals. So just a shape like this. And those flower petals are joined to the body by a bendy arm. Just like a V, but pointing up towards the sky. And this will change shape depending on what you draw Mr. and Mr. Crabb doing with their arms. There are a couple of little details that help you tell John and Nigel apart, but we'll get to those in a minute. Right, I've practiced all the shapes, so I think it's time to put them together. So I'm going to start with that body shape, which is like half a circle. There we go, with a line at the bottom. Now I'm going to have John's legs, which are those slightly bendy lolly sticks, just coming out from one side here and the other side here. They kind of follow the curve of his body. Now a little line at the bottom of each of them for his feet, and I like to draw his claws just on his waist. It's like this. So a petal here just pointing outwards, and one on the other side. That V shape, or his arm with his bent elbow, that V pointing up. And the same the other side. Now his eyes that float just on the top of his head, and they touch in the middle. And I'm going to put his pupils in, which is just like a little curve on the edge like that. I'm going to have him looking over to the left. John was quite talkative and usually has a big smile on his face. Do a big smile like that. Like that. But John has a little moustache, like me. I do that with just two little dashes, one here and one here. And finally, just along the bottom of his body, and do a little line, this little wavy one, a couple of little dots for John's markings. Right, I think it's time to colour him in. John is two different shades of orange. His body is a little bit lighter, but his arms, legs, and that pattern on the bottom of his body are a little bit darker. Just going to leave room for them. I like to go around the area that I'm going to colour in to help me stay inside the lines. I'm going to colour over his moustache, but that's okay because I can draw that back in afterwards. Now a slightly darker orange. This is for his legs and his claws. And now just those little dots on his body. Red colour for his feet. And now with the black, I'm going to draw in John's moustache. Just two little lines, just one there and one there. I'm going to give his eyes a black outline so they stick out against the white page. Then I'm just going to colour in his pupils. There you go, John the Crab. I had such good fun drawing Mr. Crab that I think I'm going to draw Mr. Crab. Nigel is a little bit different. He's a little bit thinner. So let's draw that semicircle, but it's a slightly longer semicircle. Line across the bottom. And then his little legs, there you go, like that. And like that. The little line at the bottom for his feet. Now Nigel is more reserved, so his claws not going to be on his waist, it's going to be held down against the floor. So it's just like the shape of his body, but much smaller. And then little lines to join them up. Now Nigel wears glasses, so I'm going to draw his eyes just above his head, like on John, touching in the middle. And because he wears glasses, I'm going to draw a smaller circle inside of here to create the frames. Going to have him looking left as well, a little line in there for his pupils, and the edge of his glasses are two little close hooks that point downwards, or the shape of a tap. Now on the lower part of Nigel's body is a little wavy line, just like there was on John. Add a couple of dots in there again, and then a little smile. Right, I think it's time to colour Nigel in. Nigel's body is a light pink colour. Just going to go around these little dots again. It doesn't matter if I go over Nigel's mouth, because I can just draw it back in afterwards. And the rest of Nigel's body is a darker pink. So include his legs, and his claws. Just follow along that wavy line on his belly. Nigel's feet are an even darker, richer pink. Now I'm going to colour in his glasses. Nigel's glasses are a lovely sky blue colour. Now I'm going to draw in his pupils with a little bit of black. Now you can put the pupils in any place in Nigel's eyes if you want him looking in a different direction. And finally, with a rich purple colour, I'm going to draw back in Nigel's smile. There you go, Mr. Crabb. Why not draw Mr. and Mr. Crabb together at the beach? I really enjoyed drawing Mr. and Mr. Crabb, and I hope you enjoyed drawing them too. See you next time for more Dougie's Draw Along. Bye bye!